Okay. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday here. And hello, Ultra Blue Violet Music. And hello, Lisa. Give a few people a chance to come and join us. I have figured out at least a rudimentary way of setting up a dual stream. So we've got the Willow Creek Springs YouTube channel, and we've also got the Willow Creek Springs Instagram. So today what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about our first response spray, and then I will answer any questions that people have. So we have a wound care first response spray. This is a product that I'm going to give you a little background story and talk about the ingredients a little bit and just let you guys know about this product. So Willow Creek Springs is a manufacturer of holistic remedies. And hello, Dagad Ja One. Welcome to the live. And again, if anybody's got questions, I'll do my best to answer what is coming up. But I do believe that we're getting more and more people to participate, more and more people to understand what Willow Creek Springs is all about. So, Christine, welcome. Look at you. And so, first of all, we're a wholesale manufacturer of holistic remedies, and we do CBD, we do CBN, we do CBG, we do all kinds of different herbs, carriers, essential oils. These are all natural ingredients and a wide variety of products. So I just want to be really clear that that's what we are. We only sell to our qualified representatives and distributors. We don't sell to the general public, but we're opening up our doors right now, and we're giving an introductory offer, and people can participate. Send me a direct message, and we're doing a limited time availability of our wholesale resources. So direct message me if you're interested in that. Also, to the reps that are currently here and participating and listening, I'm going to give you a special offer that's going to be good for 1 hour. So it's 10:30 right now, or more or less 10:30. This is going to be good till 11:30 this morning. It's Tuesday. And for any order that you place, if you put BOGO live in the notes, I will match everything that you get. So this is good for 1 hour, and it's only going to be for people that are engaging these live streams that'll have the opportunity to take advantage of these sorts of things. So BOGO live in your order notes, good for 1 hour. All right, so we're going to talk about first response spray. Over 10 years ago, I was teaching a class, BOGO, BOGO, live. You put anything in the notes that'll tell me you were listening to this, and I'll honor it. I'm not going to get caught up on a letter. Anyways, yeah, you got it this time. You're good. It's good. We all use. Hello, Cassie. Cassie joined us. That's awesome. But anyways, I was teaching a class on infused products. This is back. I don't know, almost 15 years ago. And basically, this was back in the time when testing was just getting started. This is before all the legal states were legal. This is before any type of recreational cannabis was available. There was medical laws in a couple of states, and people, more and more people were getting involved with the medical side of things, and they were wanting to create products. And these products were, coming up. I ran a dispensary before I got rated, and these products were wildly varied. You'd get cookies from the same baker, and one week they were really strong, and one week they were weak as hell. There wasn't really a lot of topicals. There was, mostly just what we call today edibles, mostly baked goods, but it was just wildly varied in the things that they got. There was this one guy I knew that made hash brownies, and he was fairly consistent, and people that got these products were fairly happy. But we started getting testing, and we started making concentrates. And this is back, I was making concentrates, 30 years ago, and we didn't know what we had. We just knew what it would do. And we started testing these things and learning that, there's a better way to make products. So I was teaching these classes, and I wasn't making any products that were infused. And so we began the journey using our original healing salve and infusing that, and teaching best practices. Where are you sourcing your materials from? Where are you, how is it being grown? Where is it coming from? What sort of potency quality is it? Working with concentrates to get standardization, and how homogeneous are your products? What are you doing to preserve them? All of these different questions were coming up, and we were bringing these answers to this class. And I was working with Liz McDuffie at the time, and I still work with her actually. And we were talking about, she had created a program to um, bring continuing education class into the extended care or healthcare facilities. And we were starting to train people, and bringing cannabinoid medicine into these healthcare facilities. We were talking about it, and she said, "Man, if we could come up with something to help bed sores, pressure sores, it would be amazing." And that was what was the inspiration for this product. So initially, I did what I normally do. I do a lot of research, and started to collect ingredients. And we started out, and what my plan ultimately was, I researched what do they do to treat pressure sores. And it's a protocol, just like any protocol. And the first thing they do is they clean it, and then they debride it, which means you scratch off all of the dying. Oh, right, Jerry and Rochelle, we love them. Fantastic. I'm glad that they brought you in, and certainly here to answer any questions that you have. Um, so they debride it, and give it a good cleaning, and then when they're finished with that, they apply a medicated ointment. And so I thought about that, and I says, okay, well, what are you going to clean it with? People, clean it with alcohol or some kind of betadine or different, antiseptic compounds. And I thought, what if we came up with a two-part system? And one part would be a spray that would be a first aid spray, kind of like Bactine sort of an idea. And then we would back it up with an ointment. And hello, Vertical Boys Original. This is good. We're starting to get some people in. Remember, if you have any questions, hit me up. This is why I'm doing this, is to answer questions people might have about the company or our products or anything that we're doing. So what I typically do is I start studying products that exist, and I started looking at different wound care sprays, and antiseptic, antibacterial, and started collecting ingredients, and generally the plan is you get all of the things that could work, and you put them up on a board, and then we look at them and we look for potential problems, because anything that we make here, more important than does it work the best, more importantly than all of that is it safe? Is anybody going to get sick from this? And as we know, anybody could be sensitive to anything, but some things more sensitive than others. So there are some plants I just don't use, and they're good, and they can be really great, but they also are susceptible. A lot of people are likely to have a negative reaction, so we choose not to use them. And then we work with CBD in different forms. Sometimes we use whole molecules, sometimes we use broad spectrum, sometimes we use full spectrum, sometimes we use nanoparticle, water soluble, and just depending on what we're doing is going to affect what type of ingredients that we use. And then once we've eliminated the ingredients that have potential interaction issues, then we'll go ahead and start looking at case studies for ingredients that do work. And, what kind of evidence is there? What sort of ingredients generally go together? And that's another issue that some combinations of things work better than others. And so in this particular formula, we put together it is actually an emulsion. There's a water component and oil component to it. Because we don't use chemical stabilizers and emulsifiers, it's always important to shake well. If you're using any natural product, we don't put certain ingredients in there that make it stay homogeneous, but they're toxic. Like Lisa said, she drank massage oil on accident, and say, well, if you eat or accidentally ingest one of our topical products, you might get a little upset stomach because it wasn't designed to be eaten or drank. However, it's not going to make you sick for that particular reason. And this is no exception. So I'm going to go through and read the ingredients. You have coconut oil, grapeseed oil, colloidal silver, camellia oil, nano CBD, witch hazel, pomegranate oil, calendula oil, vitamin E, castor oil, and a proprietary blend of essential oils. And the idea with this is that when you spray it on, if you get yourself a cut or a scratch or any kind of a wound that tears your skin, this is totally safe to spray on. And I don't know how many experiences, myself included. I'm a mover and a shaker, but I'm also fairly clumsy. And so I have fallen and scratched myself and bumped myself more times than I can count. Not too long ago, I cut my fingertip off. Oh, wait, no, I didn't cut it off. Look at how pretty this thing is getting. It is absolutely coming back. Fingerprint intact, full feeling sensation. It's getting less and less numb every single day, and this was one of the deals. Good as an aftershave too. Well, it makes sense. Think about it. If you're cutting yourself with a razor or cutting the hair off with your razor, which clearly I need to do, what are you doing? You're taking a razor and you're dragging it along your skin, cutting those hairs off. I don't care if you got 2, 3, 4, 10 blades to cut it as short as can be. Each of those blades are dragging across your skin. What happens? You get teeny little cuts. That's why when you take your after shave and you whack on it a little bit, what does it do? It stings, it burns. It also stops it from bleeding a little bit. Well, alcohol's good for that, but we didn't put alcohol in this. But it turns out this would work really great. There's frankincense and lavender and myrrh in this, and then that's sort of part of the proprietary essential oil blend. But the idea is this is the first part of a 2-part system. I don't know if you can see, but somewhere on my forehead, there's a little scar. Years ago, 3, 4 years ago, I face planted into a concrete step, and there's photo evidence. I've got a series of photos that go up 2 weeks, but this was one of the tools that I used. Um, Duct tape, wash yourself out, no problem. Hydrogen peroxide, alcohol, get it clean. But then this stuff, spray it on first. And I've never gotten an infection when I use this stuff right. I've never had complications. I've had burns heal up quickly. And I've had just about every kind of issue whatsoever, from a topical skin issue, heal up super quick. Now, I cannot make medical claims. I'm not making medical claims. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just sharing with you this thing that we made and my experience with it. So that's about it for now. We've gone our 20 minutes, as long as I've said. If anybody's got any questions, now's the time to put them up. Otherwise, we'll do this again tomorrow. And questions that come up between now and then, we'll answer in the following episode. All right, folks, I appreciate you joining me. And remember the special Easter egg planted. You got 1 hour. I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for being here.